Together with my parents, I had the joy of helping just a little as they transformed this beautiful space into a creative haven for my mom. I can't wait to show you how it turned out, what my mom shared along the way, and the special upgrade my dad built to finish it off. I'm in my mom's sewing room, and our project today is to move this desk to the office area because the other desk we got does not fit. So that desk will fit here. So we're just doing a little bit of rearranging of furniture here right now. And right now, all of this has to go back onto the new desk. I'm going to put this down. So this desk is the paper craft desk. Look at this beautiful, beautiful card. Envelope. It's a stationery. Oh, I love it. And I just got this out and I had to show off how beautiful this was.
Isn't that so pretty?
Isn't it? Yeah.
I keep finding treasures
Yeah.
that I don't remember.
I think that's one of the cool things about decluttering.
I mean, look how cute that is.
Oh. Can I show it more? I need a copy of this. Dad's holding Tanya and you're holding me, right? No. Yeah.
Yep, that's you with your poor little black eye.
Oh.
And there's my grandma.
My great grandma.
Oh, I was wondering where that was.
Oh.
Family history, that's my mom.
That is such a pretty picture of her, too. My mom's mom, my grandma, she was actually born in Holland, in the Netherlands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Came over here in the 20s, the 1920s. It's the 20s right now.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Oh, that's really
This is a dangerous room.
It is a
to be
dangerous room. Wow! That's pretty.
in. You can take that home. Okay, I have such a hard time throwing away boxes like that.
Recycle. I know. I have started doing it. Like with the nice apple boxes. Oh my goodness. That makes it worse. That makes it... How old? I cannot smell the lavender on it anymore.
Well, yeah, it's probably 75 years old or more.
Wow. Yeah, I get it. Do we have a box here that we can just, or a grocery bag?
That grocery bag of stuff I'm not going to take.
I'm almost, this is the coolest shelf here. Look at how nice and organized that shelf is. I love it. And I love the books here too. Chemistry and Price Guide to Antiques.
And do you know what I do
American
with those
literature.
books? I rip them up and stick them in junk journals.
You rip up the books?
I do.
There's so many books like that though.
And see how cool this would be in a junk journal? And see how I've ripped the pages
You know what?
out?
I have music books like that, Mom, and stuff.
And some big doilies.
Ooh.
Old ones.
What's that?
That's a tree skirt.
Oh, that's pretty.
So,
That's smart.
so if you can get it off of there, then you can put it on that and we can move it.
Oh, I won't need that to move it. My biggest worry is getting it off of here without hurting my back.
Do you want Dad to come and help you?
Nope, I got it. There. Now we're safe.
Oh, look at the dust.
Well, of course. Where's that little rag? Ah! Those shelves aren't connected on. This is, though. I never lived in this house, but my parents have lived here the longest. It's strange to think that they were about my age when they moved in here. They've done a lot, too, and that's encouraging to me. Oh, wow.
Isn't
That is
that pretty? I've had it ever since I can remember.
So she made it for you?
Mm-hmm.
My grandma Hyatt, my
Great-grandma.
great-grandma, my mom's dad's mom. So
Okay, that's just a random thing I got somewhere.
Oh, I still think
But it's
pretty.
really cute,
It's cute.
isn't it?
Yeah. This paintbrush is pretty beat up, Mom, and it's missing a lot of its bristles.
I've had that paintbrush since I was like 6.
Wow, that's why it's beat up. I'm gonna put it, I don't know, your sewing box. This!
Isn't that cute?
That is so cute. This is a placemat that's like the rag rugs that they used to, and some people now, again, make. Growing up, there were rags, or not rags, there were rugs like these on Grandma Fulmer's floor. We had to get this shelf out of the way to move the desk. So my mom was actually able to go through all her quilting books and let go of quite a few of them. The shelf itself was a little flimsy, so Dad fixed it before we put it back. What's been so hard for me is realizing that some of the stuff that is both useful and fun is something that I'll never get to, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just clogging up my ability. So instead of just looking at it as, this is kind of fun, and oh, I would like to do that, think about what do I want to do the most and how is this clogging up my ability to do what I want to do the most. After preaching to my mom about decluttering, we almost threw this whole box out because it looked like mostly paper scraps, and it would have sped things up. But we poked through a bit because there were so many nice die-cut scraps, and it turned out to be a box she had been scrapbooking with. And there were a lot of pictures in there that were worth the 20 or so minutes sorting it out. So I'm really glad that we decided to just look a little bit through there. And it was just fun sitting down with my mom and chatting and looking over memories. This desk was such a tight fit that Dad had to measure it again, but of course we knew he'd already gotten it in there. My dad told me that I helped him quite a bit, and I really wasn't quite sure how, but apparently he'd been moving all of this heavy stuff himself, on dollies, of course. So I could just steer it for him, and that made it a lot faster. And then my mom and I just cleaned it up. We had to move that counter that she did her die cuts on and quilted on. We had to move it to the other wall. Get all the drawers out of it because it was really quite heavy, but we managed to do that. It was really fun pulling those drawers out too because there were quite a few little things that we found. So we got that all set up for her and put in the right place there, and I really like it underneath the quilt there. My mom, meanwhile, was cleaning up everything else, vacuuming, putting things where they needed to go. Then I brought the pieces of the new desk into the room, and I put it together, and we tried to lift it up right, but we couldn't. So we had to wait for my dad. And yeah, once my dad got there, it went pretty fast. I really hope you are enjoying this. If you are, please consider liking and subscribing. That can help my channel out quite a bit. Thank you.
other one.
Heart Song. Is it the same person? Heart Song's dear to the American people. That's cool. And then we put Mom's island back together. Which, I love this island because I usually actually do this on the floor or my bed. But my mom has this huge, awesome table. There was a vent on the other wall where we were going to have to put the shelf that counter thing had displaced. So my dad built a riser to put the other shelf on that had some holes drilled through it. I mean, he just like, oh, I'll just make this, and he did it really fast. And then I had to try to figure out the electricity. And this one goes in the garbage. He's such a builder, Dad is. If he has the materials, he can just throw anything together. And this skill would put something really awesome in the room later on. One-third of an inch. Already moved.
Was there a slot in the center?
I don't know.
I don't remember that.
But that doesn't fit the slot.
Well, we need to have her probably in here tell us what to do.
Where it goes, yeah.
I don't remember this being open, but you know
It
better.
wasn't open.
How did we have it then?
Do we just slide these together?
Do you have it much room over there?
Well, no, it's on the edge over here. It's on
Right
the,
on the
And
edge.
this is pretty much on that.
watch your
edge.
fingers.
And we can throw that away if you're going
We'll
out.
take it out to the garbage.
Okay.
So you had that mat on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my cutting mat.
So we moved the tops she'd had before into several different configurations, but none of them worked. And I still don't know how she had it. We can get yardsticks for cheap now, like, I don't know, free sometimes, or like $1 or $2. But this is what I grew up having. I don't know if this is the one that my mom used when I was growing up. It's finished. So, you know, nice smooth coating on it. Has metal on the ends, or you can even hang it up. This, when I think about a nice, useful yardstick, this is what comes to mind. So I went into the garage to find what kind of boards were there that we could use. I found some melamine shelves, which I brought in, but they were just slightly different in thickness of the other boards and a very different texture. So it really wasn't a very elegant setup. But I'd also seen a 4-foot by 8-foot or 1.2 meters by 2.4 meters piece of melamine white particle board. And we asked Dad about it, and it was leftover from a job he did, one which had some unpleasant memories, so he was really happy to be rid of it. It was the perfect size for this.
It's not sliding, it's the actual structure. So the weight of these kept the structure solid.
Right.
This is the coolest room, though. There are so many awesome things in it. I love my mom's wall here. She told me that these are sewing boxes from my grandma and my great-grandma's. And I forget which is which. And that's my grandma Fulmer, my grandma great grandma Hyatt, and great grandma grandma Hyatt, and grandma Strickwarda. I don't know. While he got it ready, we reorganized the shelves there. Tell me about your adventures in organizing, cleaning, decluttering your craft space or sewing space. What kind of hobbies do you like to do? I know that helping my mom here is really inspiring me with my own craft room. Wow, look at these buttons. They're like chrysanthemums or something, yellow ones. These are cool. It's crazy. We had a piece of this melamine here, and my dad made this top for the island that we've been working on. Look at the rounded corners. He's made sure there's no hard edges here. And he pressed some laminate onto those edges. I'm showing off the tabletop here.
That's all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thinking it's worthy of being shown off.
It is, because
I like her to have.
a nice place to be creative in, yeah. And do all the sewing.
Just
This room is a testament to the creativity of both of my parents. My dad has built things with care so that my mom could make beautiful things, both with love for each other and for the world around them. Hello! Just showing the people how awesome it is.
Well, this isn't awesome yet.
It will be. It's so close. You ought to see my craft room, Mom.
I have. I wanted to show you that thing.
Which thing?
Can you reach my mom's?
Yeah. Oh, I put your paintbrush. What was this one?
We can put it on here and you can look in it. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I thought it was Grandma Homer's. Oh no, that's a crochet project from 25 years ago.
One of yours?
Yeah.
Oh. I did. I don't crochet. I don't know why. I remember you teaching me to crochet when I was little, but you know how kids are.
Yeah.
I did. I don't crochet. I don't know why. I remember you teaching me to crochet when I was little, but you know how kids are.
Yeah, I know how kids are. I don't know what to do with that. Probably let it all go. This might be, no, this is it.
Oh.
This is it. This is fabric from my mother's wedding dress.
I have seen pictures of that wedding dress too. Wow.
And this is my wedding dress fabric.
Do you still have your wedding dress?
I do. And I
I've
have
seen
my
that one.
mother's too. And this is a baby bonnet. A very old one.
Wow. Like a newborn baby. Oh my goodness. Who made it? And
I would guess my grandma Strickwarda. Maybe my great grandma.
for who?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, did your dad work there?
Oh, yes, ma'am, he did.
I didn't know there were credit unions that far back.
Oh, yeah, they're not new. They've
This
been
is
around for a long time.
From a sewing, a repair kit, you can take handily. You can take handily. Yeah.
I had a dolly dress made out of that. For my dolly.
So your mom made it for you, or your doll, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think I saw your mom sewing.
She hated her sewing machine.
Oh, huh.
She absolutely hated it. If the tension got off, she couldn't fix it.
That's too bad.
Okay, this was Grandma learning how to do different stitches. Look at how tiny those stitches are.
These are hand stitches?
This is all handwork.
Wow.
This is all handwork. And see, it's all invisible there where she was using white thread.
Which was like, is this applique right here?
You know, I imagine it probably was some kind of applique. I really don't know much about it.
Like,
But I know that she made this when she was at school.
and this is even different. It's more raised.
Mm-hmm.
It was all a practice of doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is a little tablecloth my mother made.
So who taught you? Was it your mom that taught you to do embroidery?
Uh-huh. Pretty cute, huh?
Yes, that's beautiful. I'm turning it around. Now, did she buy patterns and trace them, or did...
I have a whole bunch of her embroidery patterns.
Oh, cool. Oh, let me put it back.
That was my grandma's apron when she was young.
Wow.
There.
Wow.
This is the front with the pretty little lace.
Your grandma Hyatt or Strickwood?
Strickwood.
Strickwood. Wow.
Look
When
how,
she was little, so that was enough.
Look how tiny the waist is.
Yeah. When she was like in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's 24 inches from the middle to the end.
I see. There are a lot of pinkies in here.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the dress.
Oh. Yeah. I remember.
Okay, and this was Aunt Willa's. The rest of this that's in here was Aunt Willa's. And I absolutely love that needle case.
Is that also celluloid?
I think so. It's a little bit heavier duty celluloid though. Yeah. Aunt Willa's. Pretty hanky.
She has her stitching in our wedding quilts. Oh, that's a cool hat pin.
So, kind of fun.
Yeah. That is kind of fun.
We can look in the other one if you want. I think my mom kind of took over her mother's one and it's got her stuff in it.
Wow. Look at this tape measure.
That is a very old tape measure.
Very old.
And see, there's a...
Oh, yeah. Sewing club.
And that's how needles used to come. This goes to my mom's sewing machine.
That she did not like.
that she did not like.
I've got it. I don't think it's going to do what it's supposed to there.
Yeah, this was my mom's stuff in here. A little piping and some rickrack, some lace, and some buttons. Rickrack. Buttons. More buttons. And
Wow. Kind of a...
these are buttons from the 1960s. Those were very, very popular in the mid to late 60s.
Oh, yeah.
Little circle buttons. We've got a carding tool.
Well, what do you card with that little tiny tool?
So it was for making yarn. You would scrape it across the wool, and there's darning yarn.
Didn't know they got that small. Cool.
A clue. But this cracks me up. She used to let us sew buttons together to keep us quiet. And she kept that one. This was one of her coat buttons. This would have been a coat button too. There are a couple of those. People used to save everything.
Yeah.
It's a little mother of pearl button.
Yeah, a lot of buttons.
So anyway.
Back when mother of pearl was really mother of pearl. If you get something like this right now, you can...
It might not be mother of pearl. This one is mother
Probably
of pearl
plastic.
too.
Oh, yeah.
But this one is plastic. There's a difference. That one's lucite and this one is mother of pearl. I don't know if you can see the difference on camera. That one's lucite.
I'm going to make sure I'm getting it in the light, different parts of the light. And this one is mother of pearl. There's more color in the mother of pearl. Okay. It's in the same light. Yeah, you can see a difference on camera.
And there's a Trojan head. And that was on my house coat when I was about 13. Oh.
Alright, so
This is
plastic, right?
That's lucite, yeah.
Lucite. See, it's interesting because you get a little bit of the shimmer on the back, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, yeah.
So
Extra
strange.
more buttons, yeah. I love the tin. Something got
find
open.
all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah. Do you want it upwards? Oh, it's there. Okay.
Yeah, it goes right here.
What a transformation this turned out to be. You know, I think I got a lot more out of helping my parents with my mom's sewing room than they got from me. My mom told me so many great stories about creativity in her family, creativity in my dad's family, and I got to see my dad build and have wonderful conversations with them. Close our eyes. That's a cute little toy. Oh, okay, that's too pretty.